Nicole. Let me see here. A little bit of a turn. Try and get everything set up real quick. That there. These my fours or my sixes? I think sixes. Yeah, they are. These are fours. We're gonna go through and pour a few jig heads today. Try to get some paint, and then dig through all my Chanel and stuff like that I have, and then at a later point. Give me a second. Oh, not all the way down. Later in time, use these jig heads and painting to make jigs. On here without with an unpainted head. If you ever watch Crappie Man jigs, that's the same like him, the wedge sticks, hand ties. There's a couple more. That's a screwdriver I've been looking for. Listen right here. Be a real good color for when spring comes. Chartreuse body with the clear tail. And I do have some jig heads here that I poured and painted before. A pink and a green. And a gray color. I tried some white. Actually, the white one over there, those didn't come out so well. So I'm going to get all these things poured up. I should have brought my little container for a minute. So when I do go to tie, I have them all in one. Probably maybe put them in a box. Oh, I'll keep them somewhere. I got the up, and it's also heating the mold up. It does 1/16 ounce jig head to the hook. When it does the 1/32 ounce, you can do number 6 or number 6 or the number 4s. I've got number 4s here. I've got, yeah, those are all number 4s there. A whole bunch more, like 500 more right there. So I have probably close to 1,000, pretty close to 1,000 number 4 hooks. But my number 6s, I had about that many. Probably, I don't know, I'd say about 30. I don't have my bigger ones, but I do have, is this it? No, that's my bank weights. I do have bigger jigs I can pour, all the way up to a 1/2 ounce. Like I do bullet weights, or egg sinkers. I do the flat no roll banquet. Shot. Some bigger size split shot. These are and 1/4 ounce split. I think it's all my molds. Yep. I got 2 things for jig heads, 3 things for. I'd like to get more, but they're like 50, 60 a mold. And I ain't got that kind of money. Wish the lighting wasn't so weird in here. Give me a second. I'm going to roll the little flap up on my shed tent here and see if the lighting evens out a little bit. That, and it also give me a little bit better breeze in here. All right, let's see if that did anything. Let me take this full screen so I can see you a little better. Now it looks like the video quality is going to be weird and grainy the whole time. I didn't know I could go full screen and keep the chat. Audra. All right, let me dig some hooks out. Do a couple pours real quick, see if it's going to work for me. Okay, come on, get back in. I ain't done this for a while, so it might actually feel hot. Come on, get in the groove. There we go. I'm just going to be doing just the 1/16th ounce, so it'll be 4 at a time. All right, here we go. First 4. Yeah, I don't think that one poured. That poured. I forgot my little cutter pliers. Yeah. Rude man. Yep, those all poured pretty nicely. See if I find my little pliers I used to cut with. Give me a second, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. Get my Ugh, those are rusted. I got several pairs of these laying around from when I used to do electrical. You. Let's try it out. I mean, I could just do the. Yeah, I'm good. So that's what it looks like without the knob on it. All right, so there we go. Drop this back in without so. A little more. Let heat up just a little bit more. Ow. Internal metal. Like I said, I haven't done this in a while, so my hands are sensitive to the heat again. But I'll get used to it pretty quick. I burned myself a few times. Okay, you need. Stop leaking. Catch it? No, I didn't catch it. Now, I was going to go live at 2 o'clock, but there's a dog that. Okay, you're on here. Dog that came down the road or down through our property, yipping, and I went out to try and see if I could catch it. It's a younger dog. It took off running up the hillside. I'm not running up the hillside. It's all there's no path. There's no road. Hoping it comes back down. Made a couple phone calls to see if I can figure out whose dog it was. Got kind of an idea. Not sure. Okay, that's why that was loose. Your next right. There we go. Got that one back. So that one didn't pour right. The red though. Yeah. Okay. Next set. This way you know you had the right. Listen, listen. A nice, good, loud, audible click. Stop leaking. So much leaking. Okay, slow down a little bit. Make sure these poured right. Yes. Yes, yes. And yes. Okay. Good. We're starting to cooperate. Come on. Alrighty. You had one that didn't pour right. Let's find out. Yep, it messed up. Ow. This mold's definitely good and hot. Preheating your mold helps. When the lead goes in, it doesn't automatically harden. It takes a little bit, so it runs down, runs in all the nooks and crannies. Edward, welcome. All poured. Cool. Having a decent day. It's like up in the 60s. I'm sitting here in a t-shirt. Got the shed door wide open for breeze. Yeah. couple examples. Use the powder coat with the heat gun. And then I have a little toaster oven over here. I put them in to bake the powder coat on. John C., welcome in. Just dripping and dripping and dripping. Got a little drip tower. That looks pretty cool. See if I can get any kind of the... Yeah, it's not a... Okay. Make sure they poured right. Bam. Who the... No. No clue. You know, he didn't do all that well. Fake. And I ain't too worried though. He wasn't all that I know of. But then again, there was a bunch of... Ow! This one is 1/16th and 1/32. And then I have 1/32, 1/16, 1/4, 5/16, 3/8, and ½ ounce of collard. So the collard, the jigs on them. And if I was to try and tie with them, I'd have to cut the collars off. Come on. Oh, it's already went through the whole batch of hooks I poured in. Definitely going to get some more, though. Beer, welcome in. Hobbyist. Thanks, man. No, they don't have the spots. After watching Turner, which is like I wouldn't mind having one that had the spot for eyes, and then get the eyes and everything. But like I said, after watching Turner, it looks like a I don't know, something that's variable that can mess up. You change your name? Welcome in, David. Peepers. Stop leaking. Damn. It's got the drip, and it's giving it to you. It's a bat. Probably got one round, and I gotta pour out some more. Oh, that one ain't gonna pour right. I know it. Why are you sticking to that side now? Right? Did you pour right? Did you pour right? Did you pour right? Nah, I'll have to redo that one. Well, come on, you're being stubborn for being a hook. Oh, you know what? Do the easy way. Through. I hope. Cindy, welcome in. There we go. Why does that one keep messing up now? It's not that bad that time though. Come on. Still quite a bit left here. All right. Back up here to heat and some heat. I don't know how. Get some more hooks out. Come on. Come on. There we go. All right. Got a good little amount poured. Work either. Got a bunch of little sets of 4. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Like 8 sets of 4 poured so far. Get these removed. Lead back in. I'm gonna have me a smoke break. That one's gonna clean up. work towards it. Right. Wayne, welcome. Got your email earlier, thank you. Checked the mail earlier, right here. Well, I'll check that tracking and see what it says. But look, I'll definitely okay, not bad. Got a little bit of some breeze picking up here, which, you know, I'm inside of a little tent, but it does have the door. It shouldn't affect me much. Zyro, welcome in. I think my newer followers from the motor building community will pop in. Probably ain't their thing, but some gotta like fishing. Was it effective? I'm not sure why, but this thing's been sitting here for a while. When I turn it back on, it had a bunch of slag on top. Again. When I scooped it off. There's a bunch of slag here. End up figuring out a different way of melting it down into like a bank weight or something. Kind of slag. I mean, I have a little metal pot I can put it all in, flame, and then pour it into my banquet mold. Let me see if killing this light. See what that does. Yeah, much of anything. Put a little boom arm thing up here. It's one of the things you'd have for like a microphone, but I could have a light mounted to it instead. Answer you, David. I'm live streaming. And not you, David. Different David. My Uncle David. Come on. Yeah, I had a guy down the road that passed away, and I was hired to come in and get some of the stuff out of his old place. And the guy used to do kind of a broadcast segment thing for a local radio station here. So I want to get a couple extra tripods, a boom mic, microphone or two. So it's kind of cool. I only know how the microphone works because I probably only would hook it up to the laptop, and I don't usually use it to stream from. My phone does not recognize external mics for some reason, so can't do that. Almost got them. And then I can finish my cigarette. Both. I poured some and sold them just as jig heads. But yeah, mostly just been pouring them to tie with, even though none's really selling. So still doing it. When I do tie these up, it's going to be kind of spring patterns, color scheme. Go my board. Probably about a third of it. Quarter. All right. Try and get about that many more. Try and get about that many more poured. That should be right now-ish. Come on. Get in there. Got some more lead, but not a lot. Edward, I also do pour fishing weights. Those are all inside right now. So I'll show you, but I have them in here. And a decent bit of my fishing weights because I keep most of them fishing. People come by and they're like, "Oh, you wouldn't happen to have any extra weights, would you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I pour them." And they're like, "Oh, really? Well, you have some I can buy?" I'm like, "Yep, sure do." Some to sold some to Turner for his catfishing. I use them too for my fishing. I have the egg weights, I have split shots, and I have no roll bank weights. I apologize for the quality if it's coming out like it is on my computer. Scotty, welcome in. upgrading my video quality and everything else. Been looking at our internet to the Starlink, and they have this thing where you pay like 20 some odd dollars and they send you the equipment. My brother just did it. He got the equipment in, but then the internet we have, he went to call in the so he can start Starlink, and they're trying to charge him just to cancel his internet. He's had it for several years. It's not like it got early termination or any of that crap, so I don't know what's going on. But I have the same type that he does, or same provider he does right now. They try to hassle me with that crap. It ain't gonna happen. Just change all my information and stop paying them. Drip, drip, drip. Come on. Saving grace, fellow James. Come on. Yeah, poor. You got a little deformed head. Get back in. These at 4 at a time. Isn't all that. Ain't all that bad. Ain't all that hard. When I was doing it before with the other mold, I had to pour them one for this size, and then I had to I think down. Then I poured it the one I'd have to cut the collar off to be able to tie with. I mean, mine keeps dripping, but some of my jig heads don't want to. They're not. Yeah, it's not pouring. You probably can't see it. This one right here. I mean, I probably pull the. Keep touching the. Yeah, pull the hook right out of it. Pretty much like a little bit of the lead poured in before I was ready to get it to that spot. So, yeah. Like mine's dripping about as bad as his is. Fun, really. For me, if I'm pouring, constant pouring, and I start seeing a defect happening, then I'll stop, take a break, and let the heat over the top of the burner for a while, or the melter. But usually it's kind of half error when they don't pour right. So keep on going. Okay, there's a file. I was gonna say I better have my file around here. I'm kind of putting these heads up a little bit for painting. I don't know how many I'm gonna be able or really paint today. But I'll them in. Just pour a bunch and then chat. Maybe try doing a painting a different. I don't know. We'll see. See when I get. All right. Go. I forgot my dang cigarette. Nice. Yeah, I ain't got any bushcrafting up yet, but I will. I've been talking with the family here and there about the bushcrafting thing, and kind of mentioned, and finally got the okay to be able to do it. And then that's cool. And then got a little interest in what I'm going to be building. Before that, what I want to do is be able to build something or everything to kind of showcase some bushcrafting stuff. And I'm not just going to build any just scrap heap. I want to build something that can be used for like hunting or whatever. So that drew the interest. Something they can hunt from. And for you guys that read my posts and stuff, I'm trying to make it a goal, trying to do as much as I can content wise or anything. At least 800 or so, at least 800 subs by springtime. Because once I hit springtime, I'll be way more active, doing a lot more stuff. Hoping that if I can get enough subs, that all my content from there on, I'll get enough watch hours. Because I've only got watch hours I need just for the low level monetization. Because you need 3,000 watch hours and at least 500 subs. I got the subs, but I've only got 1,528.9 watch hours last I checked. Can't really see that. Come. I think the pot needs to be probably drained and flushed. I got probably 2.5, 3 pounds in there. And I still got what 1, 3, 4, maybe 5 pounds there. Got my lead ingot. And the stuff Scotty sent me, I poured back into the little ingot mold that's in this thing. Or he sent me, he showed up here and handed it to me. At one point in time, somebody said that they were going to send me some lead. It didn't happen. Not too worried about it, but it'd been nice to have it. Like right now, I need, as far as my jig tying and stuff, I need to come up with funds for the different Chanel colors and stuff. I need chartreuse. I don't have any chartreuse left. Like my chartreuse I have left is literally that little bit right there. That's all I have. Little string hanging cardboard. I've got several other colors here though. That's the tie jigs. Yep, no chartreuse. All right. Let's see what I got here. 3, 4, T, 4, 3, 1, 2. And then my uncle was talking about he had some lead or was going to get some for me to pour him some stuff, and then I guess he's got a bullet mold that he wants me to pour him some in. So I'll do that on live too, if it ever happens. If you guys know what I guess they call it the mini ball style round for the older flintlocks and stuff, or cap and ball style rifles. He has wants me to pour 50 caliber size. And I did a lot of 45 back in the day, pouring for those same style rounds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more sets of 4 to pour, and then I am going to be done with the pouring. And I take and clean up all the heads. Especially if I'm going to paint, I got to take the file to them and get the little nubs off of them. Come on. My fingers ain't wanting to finger. Stacy, welcome in. Of everything. Right now it's about pouring jig heads. It's also about fishing. It's about outdoors. It's about indoors. It's going to be about bushcraft. Oop. Okay. Hopefully I don't piece of lead and it splashes over into my coffee. Ah. No. Yeah. Oops. want one single port. I'm all evened out here now. I don't want to do odd pours. Oh, can't make them up. Yeah, I've been looking at those. Talking about the ladle, you put the stuff in, melt it, heats it up, and you just pour from it. Yeah, got to get jiggy with it. All right, yeah. I've seen those things be a good idea, especially if you have subpar lead. Use something like that to keep it out of your pot to keep it from nozzle. I'm not saying subpar as in like it's crappy, just you're not sure if it's pure or not. That's poured. Yeah, if you notice, the title was just said pouring because once I get in pouring all these things and getting them cleaned up, I don't know if I'm going to have enough time for paint today. I think so too. And I got 4 more sets, 4, and then it's cleanup time. Looks like we what 2 people in, 21 likes. It's awesome. Hour 19, not bad. Oh, that one definitely messed up. Definitely. I'd be surprised if the hook doesn't come out when I open it. Close. Put that one back in by itself and there we go. See, if I come up with an okay way of keeping this little shed warm, I'll be able to get out here a little more often in these cold months. Be able to sit here and tie or whatever. But without that, I gotta do it. I gotta do it inside, which means it would be late at night, o'clock at night or later, after everybody's in bed, and I have a quiet time in the house to be on. So I have people on TV or music and I was told something about we have a room in there in the house. I was told I was allowed to clean it up to make it my room. For then, so I'm going to. But the last time I tried to do that, it got turned into a storage room immediately. Got the room cleaned, cleared. It automatically got used as storage. So try it again. If I can find places for everything to go that's been because it's been accumulating over a year and a half. I mean, a lot of it we're using for starting our crops for our garden. We have a little area set up, do some pine soil and some trays, and put the seeds in and water it. Got decent lighting, so while it's still cold, we can get the plant started. So by the time it's ready to plant, stay ready to go on the ground. So that all would have to come out and move. All right. That is the last set for now. Now that can put back over here. Can put it down. I've used about that much of the lead that was in there for pouring. And I got all this extra lead on the tops here to remove and put back in. So let's see what that comes up to once I'm done. See if I can get it. See all of them sitting there that I poured all these. Go and get those all clear. Let's see if I can't just I guess you don't like my one does. I know what I can do with you though. Come on. So now you can kind of see a little better what's going on here. Move a couple things. There's the 1/32 jig heads I poured. That's a bag of 25 of them. This is some of my tying materials. Got my bobbin, little tie, got the vise and stuff. All right, now let's see if I can't just mess this up by zooming in just a little bit so you guys can kind of doing. Don't do that one, peoples. Just taking the pliers, the big head itself, then extra lead that's there, and wiggle it back and forth until it. And of course, that loose whole thing. So when that happens, I use another pliers to grab that chunk. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. You can almost see the pile. Already done jig heads here at the top of the chat right here. Just let me set that there. Well, that there. There you go. More able to be. Start doing all these singles and crap over here. I did that. Oh. So excess lead goes back in. It should raise the level of the lead back up a little bit. Come on. Working the eye holes. Over here, it's a little hard one to do. Got it's just a little bit harder to do because you just got to get hold of that little piece that's on the end there. Got 4 people watching, 23 likes. That's awesome. An hour and a half now. Cool. So by the time I'm probably about 2 hours with all the cleaning here. Probably a little bit more. But oh, just about done. About 16 more to go. Well, after this. Should be. Just 7 people watching. Awesome. Welcome in, everybody. Stay a while and listen. All right. Let's got this stuff put back in. Now, if all that stuff back in, it don't hardly look like I touched anything in there. I'm getting blood spilt in my coffee. All right, so there's the pile of jig heads I got poured. Now for the fun part. If you can see on that jig head, it's got a little top to it, a little burr. So I'm going to take a file and go through and that stuff off. Okay. Go a little bit. Come off. Okay. Once I get those cleaned up, just a little bit, then they'll be ready for and stuff. I'm saying I don't think I'll be doing much painting today. Probably would have had time to do the painting if I wouldn't have been chasing around the pup that I hope a while. Kept going further back up in the woods over the hollow. I hope it's fine. Hope it's good. Hope it's healthy. Back around. It definitely has a home. And some of these don't take much, just a couple passes with the file. Some take a little more than others. But this is going to take a while. I'm gonna zoom the camera back out. I'm just staring at my hands. Come on. I'm trying to get nice. That'll be nice having our 150 pounds. I'll be happy if it's about another 50. Come on. Yeah, with your bigger weights and stuff, you will. Like, heck, even with my weights, I will. I do wish I had the problem of having 150 pounds of lead laying around. There we go. Of course, pouring, it stops dripping. Looks like a little more slag built up on it. See, just a little bit. Ah. Right. I mean, believe it or not, what little bit I've sold out of everything I've got, like the lead hasn't exactly paid itself back yet. Everything else has. Well, yeah, pretty close. I think the pot's almost paid itself back off. And I'm not making a ton. I haven't sold much to many, but right now, unless I advertise as ice fishing jigs, then nobody wants to buy them during the wintertime. Even though they do work as ice, work fishing. So I'm gonna get these. I want to get them cleaned up and ready. I'm gonna tie them up into color pack, more oriented spring fishing. I just got those two molds. Did I bank weight one from you too? No. No. So there's those two molds still. Did I get 3 or 2 from you? I thought I got 3. $15, dang. I have 5. 3, 1, 2, yeah, 3 for weights and 2 for jig heads. So I got an extra light over me now. Yeah, okay, so split shot and jig. I always thought about getting a rod for the egg because it's got those little bends and stuff in it. Thought about getting that's like $4 or $5 off from Barlow's, but every mold right now is $50, and I want to get the smaller size mold at some point. All those for sale at one point in time for like $40. Be that all of them but this one, all of them but the one that's got the collars on it does the bigger size. All of them but that one are do-it molds. This one is the something sorry. Doesn't have anywhere on it where it says it. She says he used eagle claw hooks. But all the rest of them are do-it molds. Bank, sinker, do it. I think the flat bank weight and the other jig head mold both off of Midwest. The hooks I got from Barlow's. Got 5 packs at 100 a pack. And what I've been going through is a bag that sent me, which had about 500 in it. I think it did. Might have had 3, but it had a couple hundred in it. Yeah, temp's actually starting to drop here. Give me 1 second, be right. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm actually gonna close this thing down, see if maybe what I'm doing in here will keep me warm. Come on, get off. Okay. So I got the lead pot on. So maybe I'll gather some heat up. And then this here is actually a little kind of incubator like thing. So it puts off a little bit of heat. All right. Put that back in there. Yeah, let's get back to cleaning these jig heads up. And ways. No, I lost everybody. Too awesome. Stream dev been pushed because down the one. Because if I keep talking, Nicole is the one. These little things too, like when I get them tied up or anything, probably work for JR Bud's out. Warp, welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, see, I'm already at 2 hours and I ain't done yet. I have a few of them cleaned up. Compared to that pile. Big boy Rail, welcome in. Oh, I'm doing okay, man. There should be I think it's sitting over here somewhere. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna step out and see if I can hear from my wife. You tell me that little short one? Oh, that's one might be wide enough for it. Um, might be wide enough to use that. That's just the finest one. But I've got it. Be careful, listen to it, start hearing the cracking and things. Yeah. Hold on, your life or go.
Do you find it dry?
Hmm?
Do you find it dry?
Yeah. I don't know if that's all enough to do that. I apologize, you guys, but I'm going to be a couple more. All right, so seconds. I'm going to that I have up here down and donate it to my wife. Hello. Not one to unplug. No, come on. This ain't gonna last long. It'll fry out pretty quick outside, but Back to streaming. Sorry about that, people. I had to go rescue the wife. The ladder. Gee, oh, man. Estimate my watch hours for this. I'd wind up being less. As long as I can see my watch hours move, be nice. Because everything I've been doing, oh, you got this many watch from it, and I check the watch hours and they move. It probably should be. Wings out, make number for packs after I'm done tying. Make sure if I need to pour anymore, even number. Uh, since I'm selling sets of three, I got for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 packs. Well, I got enough left here for that plus probably not packs worth right here. By the time I get them all cleaned up and get them painted, it's a decent chunk of jigs. But it's also about the same amount of jigs I already have tied up inside. It's too small. I guess I don't have anything like a bigger container to put all these in. Well, the ones I've already cleaned up, if I want to clean them all up before I end the live, they'll all be cleaned up. And then I'll have to try and see about maybe either going live later tonight, painting them, or going live tomorrow, painting them. Which it's going to be colder tomorrow, so I'll be bundled up in here. Later tonight it'd be cold too. It's already getting cold. Okay, now I'd say I'm pretty half and half. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I got about enough for 30 sets of jigs here. Not too bad for a short session. 30 packs. That's 30 times 3. So that's 90 jigs. Sorry about that. Bartend fitting. 2 people watching, 27 likes. Awesome. Let's go. Be more awesome if it, but I likes what I get. Or just something that like makes us faster. Sure there is. All right. Sparky does. I should put something down like a piece or something to catch all this dust so I can back into. So just having this whole thing coated lead dust to catch cancer from, if I haven't already caught it. Right, so that's 20 packs worth. That is 60 jig heads. Freshen that for a second. With my notification side. Yeah, go fishing. It's a nice day. Yeah, I wish I could just, hey, fishing. For one of these days. All right, so new, no notification new ones since I've started. Got the Scotty up video. There. I know this is everybody's cup of tea, what they want to watch. But it's what I got going right now. It's all part of the process. It's all if anybody here wants to chat, feel free to message. I'm looking at the messages. We'll respond. I promise. We'll respond if it's not some off-wall comment. It started too. That's awesome. Yeah. That's why I just got done. Now I'm cleaning up the little nubs. It's probably as tedious as part of the whole thing is clean up the little round part. I'm not professionally cleaning them either. They're not going to be perfectly round or anything, but I mean, they turn out pretty good. It'll be time to go ahead and end the live and head back. It's getting a little bit nipply out here. A few years out on the front porch, if I remember correctly. You're also not doing it live, so bundle up, do whatever you want. I don't know if you got that melting pot keep kicking in. Like he's tick, 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 and almost here. People watching, 27 likes. Yeah. Now, depending on how cold it is tonight and wind and everything else, it'd be a late night, especially if well, it'd be a late night, midnight or later. I may go live again, doing some painting. If not, I'll do a live from the couch. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that's already gigs. 30 sets of, and I still have more to go. Painting. So per row. Yeah, probably about 15 at a time on it. Not colors I'm going to paint yet. May only do from one color, half of them another color. May try to do a few colors. Let's see, 5 colors here. Well, call it 4 colors because that one isn't a color. Because I got the, I was hoping to be black, to be gray. Because I'm using the white coat and mixing mica powder with it, comes out, you know, whatever color you want it to be, plus white. I poured a bunch of, and I'm cleaning them up, and then I need to come back at a later date, do the powder coat painting on them, and then I'll turn around after that at some point in time and tie fishing jigs out of them. So ultimately, I'm making basically pan fishing crappie jigs. Yeah, you can catch bass on them too. You can put a little bait on, drop them down for ice fishing. This is for them. Yeah, basically what I'm doing right now is they have a little extra top, so when you pop that off, they wind up with a little burr on top of them right here. So I take the file and, well, I'm actually going to take pliers here and clip that a little bit closer. But you get that little nub off the top of it so that when you paint them, they're perfect, close perfectly around. And a bunch, you know, burrs or nubs on them. Dang, I'm going to come out with one extra. Not too, and going. Oh no, two extra. That's not bad. Hold them in. Tom, welcome in. Don't know if you guys can see all the little on the table. Those are all sets of 3 jig heads that I've poured and cleaned up. All right, so got 2 extra there. I have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 rows of 5. So that's 35 times 3. That's how many jig heads I got laying here. So 105. Yeah. I math. So when I do decide to paint, I'll probably come out here and make like 15 more. And I'll do basically 30 jig heads. The pink, yellow, green, and you know what? I got time. I'm gonna reheat this up since I didn't pot off. I'm gonna reheat up. I'm gonna finish making the mount. Get them cleaned up so it's all ready to paint. One, two, okay. That's just a few more, and then a few more to clean up. And once I get done with that, I'm gonna be done for the night. This live later, then I will have figured out a way to get heat out here for the, or I'll be inside just chilling on the couch and talking to everybody. If Berto goes live, I'll go ahead and join his live or somebody else's live. I don't have a paint. Paint and sip. I mean, I don't know yet because it's supposed to get down pretty cold tonight. 30s. And there ain't no heat in this little thing I'm in. And I can't do anything inside because of the fumes and stuff that come when you paint or when you bake them. I don't know how much fumes comes off. I don't know how harmful it is, but you know, I do not need that in the house. If it was just me, I wouldn't care. If there are people in the house, I don't want to be the cause of getting anybody really ill. Yeah. Unfortunately, I've been drinking so long, my alcohol is so low, and the fact that my equilibrium is when I drink uh, get screwed up quick. That makes any sense. Glenn come. Oh, Glenn, welcome in. Sorry, didn't see you there, man. Uh, yeah, it stays hot. You know what really warms me up? Heat. Had a heater, but then we needed it for a while because our blower on our furnace went out, and we had to get a part for it to. So we finally got the part to replace. By the time I got it, the heater is, yeah, it got messed up. So I no longer have a heater for in here. I'm gonna have me a quick cigarette break. Finish pouring it. Make dozens of cups of coffee. I don't know if that would work, but I sure would have plenty of coffee to do my live stream with. I mean, I do have what they call a salamander or a forced air propane heater, but we're saving our propane and we lose power for heating the house with. Yes, yes, it is. Like the warm you get from the alcohol. I mean, like when you first take a drink, you get that kind of, it kind of feels kind of warmish. Like I don't, that's kind of a shock to the system. Is the overall over time feeling of being warm while drinking is that usually like it thins the alcohol the blood, it makes the blood run fast. So it kind of, you get moving around, your blood gets pumping faster. It, you do put off heat, but you're expelling a lot of heat. If you sit still or stop drinking, whatever, yeah, then you're just sitting there with thin, blood thinned out. Your body won't retain the cold real fast. I'm sorry. I went through AA 3 times when I was in the military. All 3 times they told me I didn't have a problem. My problem is when I went out to drink that I drink. Yeah, that was my. I didn't have an addiction. I still don't. I wasn't an alcohol, but I did learn a term from the people in AA though. It's fake it till you make it. I was ordered to be in the class, so therefore I was in the class. I sat in the back. I played Pokemon on a Game Boy. And then me and the staff sergeant sitting next to me that was in AA with me. After the day was done, we'd stop by the E Club on the way back to and have some drinks. You know what that is? What's a neocitron? Crack coffee. See, coffee doesn't do that to me. It does. It isn't the natural laxative it's supposed to. Coffee doesn't make me hyper. It slows my mind, which sounds weird, but I'm ADHD. So without coffee, I fidget, I bounce around. But with coffee, I'm able to sit down, focus on a task, get it done. Now, especially with taking care of my stepdad and my mom and everything else, I drink lots of coffee so I can stay focused on what needs to get done. Lemon flavored drink. Okay, I think I've heard of it. Utility knife went. Except down to look at the camera and spilled on my laptop and fry it. It's all good, Audra. All good. How warm is it? It's getting there. I could probably pour now. Finish up my cigarette though. See, at least the angel on my ashtray is drinking. Sippy cup hat. Yeah, I remember that. Did she? No, she's had that one for a while. I ain't seen her for a while. Well, I could have sworn you had it for a while. I may be wrong too. That happens a lot. Why is it this cold and I have a moth lamp? You're so pretty. Sure do have a pretty mouth. Not true. Kids don't usually eat. They eat really skinny, really quick. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Turkish hair. You like that? You see what I was talking about, Audra? You see my hair in now? Remember at one point I was like, I looked like a dang cancer recovery. Black hair outdoors. I may have the dark hair, but I didn't get out in the sun enough this year. I didn't get dark enough. No, Glenn, my hair, I was like a dirty blonde. And then my hair started falling out. I could just grab handfuls of it. It was just falling out. It all fell out. I went bald. And then it grew back all really light gray and wispy. And then it did this. Like I could have sworn what I had may still even be that, or why it did that. But I could have sworn what I had was alopecia. Because everything fit the bill. I don't know if this is part of that. Yeah, when I was younger, my hair was like a really light blonde. And as I got older, it became a dirty. And then it really went through this process, and now it's almost black. I mean, we do have quite a bit of hamburger, so maybe. Oh, I know I messed that one up. That one. Don't actually look like it messed up. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. All right, last two. So you're saying hamburger helpers for pregnant women there, or should say helpers for pregnant women and fat balding guys? Stop flipping. Right? I will too. Let's see what else it does. All right. So there's all the rest of the hooks I needed poured. So that's all done. What? What that was, but I think it was a chunk of lead just fell off. Oh. No. I don't know. I ain't ever gonna find it down there. uh, I think at one point I used to be considered that, but thank you, Audra. I think for the main part of why it's cold in here is I have the lead pot on. It's putting off some pretty good heat. But at the same time, I have a vent fan blowing everything out the top of the shed here, so I don't get, lead poisoning too quickly. And that's where all my heat's going. All right. Now get these up. Get them well. That'll be all right for painting at another time. Is it? About 15 minutes to 6. Catch you later, man. No, I don't know. Probably not OSHA standards, but I think I got adequate ventilation in here. blood shots, basically multivitamin. It would explode. Right. All right. Two more. Two more. Okay. One more. And all right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sets of fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30, 40 sets of 3. 40, 80, 120 total for painting at a later date. Because it's cold. I've been live for 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours, 8 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. All right. I go to paint. I'm not going to use this color. It's just a darker gray. But I got pink. I got pastel yellow. I've got green-ish. This looks like when it's done. And this is what the green looks like when it's done. The pastel colors, basically. Orange, which I had some orange ones, but then I wound up making those, and he's been tearing the fish up on them. Yeah, I don't have any others laying around. All right. Anyway, hold quick here. So I'm going to go ahead and call it for the night. The right one, right? Yeah, okay. Kill the lead pot. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Keeping me entertained for a while there. Thanks for all the likes, extra subscriptions I got. Let's see what I'm up to now. I started with 766. At 768 now. So I got a couple extra subscribers. That's awesome. Thank you guys for joining. Like I said, I don't know. I might bundle up a little bit and come back out later tonight and do some paint. That depends on how cold it actually gets. If not, I'll try and get out here tomorrow or something, because the temps are supposed to start dropping, and they're supposed to be down pretty low for a few days. So don't know. If I can find a little heater or something to put out, keep me warm. But at some point in time, I need to get back there. I want to get these things painted. I paint, what? Yeah, basically 10 sets of 3, so 30 in each one of the colors: the orange, the green, the yellow, and the pink. And then after that, at some point, I'm gonna go back through and tie them all into jigs. So, yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you for the subs. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace. And